YouTube, I don't really do this, but I wanted to do a short video on why all the cypress trees are dying in southern Oregon. We cut down row after row of these things all the time, and it's always like a big surprise to people. But it shouldn't be a big surprise. Cypress trees are water lovers, and they put them in with irrigation, this drip irrigation, and then they outgrow the irrigation, and they envelop the irrigation, and they strangle the irrigation. And so as these trees are growing and getting more and more need for water and nutrients, they're getting less because they strangle their own supply. Plus they're bigger now than the supply ever was made for. It was made for a small tree, and the big tree needs more than that. And what people think is that they just have to get them established, get them started, and everything will be peachy. But it's not like that. It's not an indigenous tree. This is a dry area. They plant this this big privacy row, and they run out of water eventually. Right about the time it's getting really, really private, they all die, and everybody's pissed. So it's happening because your water supply has to grow with the cypress trees. And usually the first signs are all these little tips. These little tips that fold over. You can see all the little brown folded over tips. And those are a thing called a twig girdler. It's a little bug. The tree is kind of weak for those. And when it's got no water, it's even weaker. So those things get into significant numbers, combined with drought or lack of water supply, and your whole row is going to die. So my advice on Leyland Cypress in this area is you better have a mean water supply, a flood irrigation or something, or don't do it. Plant something native. Be better. Plant fir trees or something. But don't plant Leyland Cypress unless you plan to maintain the thing, because they need a lot of maintenance. They need a lot of water, and they get long and gangly out to the sides, and they break under the snow and stuff. So they need a lot of pruning, which sucks if you plant a mile-long row of trees that you have to prune. Don't do it. Plant something else. Plant laurel hedge or photinia hedge, or plant Deodora cedars. They do really well here. Look, they're not watering those either. Those are alive. So yeah, that's my that's kind of a local problem. Maybe at other places that are dry too. But for all you local Oregonians, maybe I'll just make this video, and then the 5 people a week that call me with this question, I'll just point to the video. Huh? What about that? What about that?
And that concludes today's words from the wise.
Yeah.
Back to work.
and my words too.